There were appeals to racism in this campaign, and there is racial bias in this country, and there is sexism in this country. And anybody who thinks that that did not in any way impact on the outcome of this race is wrong.
Can you imagine a woman of color acting like Donald Trump acted, even for one day? The kinds of stuff that he said, the kinds of things that he did, the way that he would insult people. If you're a person of color, you don't feel you have that freedom. You feel like you really are somewhat constrained. You're always running something in the back of your mind like, how am I going to be perceived? And also, if I say this, will they think that all black people are this way or all women are this way? So there's a license that he had to just be a fool, just to be an obnoxious ass to everyone. And for people to go, well, he can still be president.
All right, guys. So look, there is a lot of work that needs to be done soon because the liberal pushback against Trump is not going anywhere. They're going to try to resist the presidential transition, the new administration, the policies that it passes. And so the job of restoring this country has just begun. But with that said, we'll worry about that tomorrow, okay? For now, today is a celebration, and as I promised, and as I knew, we have an endless litany of liberal meltdowns to sit down, react to, laugh at, gloat a little bit, and look, it's all in good fun, but we got to do it, okay? And this is very special to me because I was not really around in 2016. I was in middle school at the time. I was a little too young to really appreciate it in its true glory. And now here we are 8 years later, working in the business, and you knew we had to start by talking about Van Jones, okay? A man who is notorious for crying in every single election cycle. But by the way, in total fairness, that's what he does. No matter what happens, he's going to cry. He cried when Trump won. He cried when Biden won. He cried when Trump won again. That's just the bit. I guess you got to respect the bit to some degree. But with that said, guys, let's have some fun today. Do us a big favor, though. The work is just beginning. It's going to be a very fun and great 4 years. So make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you're joining us, tuning in. And with that said, let's have some fun. Here's Van Jones.
I hear what you're saying, and I do see it differently because I'm thinking about the people who are not a part of anybody's elite who are hurting tonight. There are African-American women who know a little bit about being talked down to and know a little bit about having their economic dreams crushed, who tried to dream a big dream over the past couple of months. And tonight they're trading in a lot of hope for a lot of hurt.
By the way, he just described how most Americans, and yes, most, look at the popular vote, have felt the past 4 years. Okay, yes. Trying to dream big, getting crushed constantly, being talked down to about it. The economy is great. We love Bidenomics. Inflation's not real. The border's not real. The projection, not a part of anyone's elites. Who was backing Kamala Harris? Who had the $1 billion campaign? It was not Donald Trump. The billionaires did not elect Trump. That's just the truth. Maybe one exception there is Elon Musk, but on whole, right?
And they were hoping that maybe this time, one of their own could be seen as worthy. And once again, they were facing rejection. And that hurts. They thought tomorrow morning they're going to walk out with their shoulders back a little bit, maybe able to breathe for the first time and feel like they belong someplace. They did everything that they knew how to do. And it's going to be harder than it should be tomorrow for them to hold their heads up. And they're not the only people who are hurting tonight. If you're a trans...
Yeah, losing an election sucks. Yeah, I've been there before. Yeah. Okay, that's not exclusive to black women who support Kamala Harris, guys. I don't know. Total drama queen, like I said.
If you're a parent of a trans kid, your child's face was used as a springboard to power for somebody. That doesn't feel good. There are going to be people tomorrow, we're going to be handing clothes at the dry cleaners to people who don't have papers. There are going to be people who are going to be cleaning your teeth tomorrow who don't have papers. And they're terrified tonight. And so it's easy to blow this off. Oh, look at the elites. They're going to get their comeuppance. It's not the elite that's going to pay the price. It's people who woke up this morning with a dream and are going to bed with a nightmare. And those people didn't deserve to be respected and held and talked to, those are the people who are going to pay the price for whatever Donald Trump decides to do.
Yeah, but Van, how do we know that those people didn't vote? A large portion of those people aren't a part of the people that elected Donald Trump.
Well,
right? I think
with the oh yeah, a lot of them were. That's the truth, though, right? Not the ones without papers. I hope, right? But Trump got a record share of the Hispanic vote, most since Bush in 2004, maybe even further back. You know, some of that data is not really there for us. The most Latino district in the country, which I think is Starr County, Texas, voted for Donald Trump by 16 points. So once again, you know, you guys do not understand this country. You don't understand the people of this country. And Van Jones is just going back to that same type of hysterical, ridiculous, performative rhetoric that got him elected in 2016. It's the reason he, in the end, survived everything that happened with 2020 and why he's now back. You know, that's my favorite part of this all. They are not learning any of the right lessons from this election. Okay, and you're seeing that in the reactions. White men got him elected. White people are bad. Even the white women, look at them. They're so bad. The identity politics, the wokeness, the anti-whiteism, the anti-everythingism. That's why you guys keep losing. You know, you don't understand. It's like, yeah, like people in this country who were just tired of it push back by a lot, by the way. But then they go back to the same thing. You know the definition of insanity? Everyone knows the definition of insanity. But that's what you're seeing. So you know what? If they keep acting like this, we're going to win 2028. We're going to win 2032 big because the census apportionment is going to favor us in the next decade. And it's over. It's over for them. It really is. So please keep doing this. We're enjoying it. We love to see it. And it's also not good for you politically, just saying. Okay, so there was Van Jones last night. I'm sure we're going to see his face plenty of more times in the coming week. But lastly, for nostalgia's sake here, I figure we got to relive 2016, okay? Like I said, I was too young to really appreciate this live. But in retrospect, again, it's a celebration. We're all having a little bit of fun. Let's take a listen.
People have talked about a miracle. I'm hearing about a nightmare. It's hard.
It's the same speech. It's the same speech. Nightmare. The nightmare before Donald Trump Street. This is, I guess that's what it is.
Be a parent
tonight. The nightmare before Project 2025.
For a lot of us. You tell your kids, don't be a bully. You tell your kids, don't be a bigot. You tell your kids, do your homework and be prepared. And then you have this outcome, and you have people putting children to bed tonight, and they're afraid of breakfast. They're afraid of how.
They're afraid of the food. The food is racist. Is there a Klan robe, Van? Is there a Klan robe on your waffle in the morning?
I explain this to my children. I have Muslim friends who are texting me tonight saying, should I leave the country? I have families of immigrants that are terrified tonight. This was many things. This was a rebellion against the elites. True, it was a complete reinvention of politics and polls. It's true. But it was also something else. We've talked about race. I mean, we've talked about everything but race tonight. We've talked about income. We've talked about class. We've talked about region. We haven't talked about race. This was a white lash. This was a white lash against a changing country. It was a white lash against a black president in part. And that's the part where the pain comes. And Donald Trump has a responsibility tonight to come out and reassure.
Like I said, the rhetoric hasn't changed. They're saying the same thing. And that now it's really become more gendered too. They're saying white men, they let us down. What are you guys doing? What have you done? Again, this is while, by the way, Trump did amazing with minority votes across the board, right? Across the board, especially with Hispanics, but in general, right? Even like black turnout, black vote overall didn't perform what it used to for Kamala Harris. That was in that trend for a while. When are you guys going to learn this is why you lose? Like they look at this now, 2016, 2024. So you expect generally that people get smarter, right? They learn from their mistakes. But the liberals in this country, the Democrats in this country are the most hard-headed, stubborn characters to ever exist. Even more stubborn than Trump himself, you know? Like Trump is seen as a very hard-headed, strong guy. He, doesn't. These people are infinitely more. Okay. Because at least Trump kind of understands how to adapt and change to things. Like he did run a different campaign each time. 2016, 2020, 2024. I would argue the 2024 campaign learned from a lot of the mistakes in 2020. And that's precisely why we got an election victory that they couldn't even dispute because it was so big, right? That's how you run a good campaign. These people, though, they've learned nothing. They don't know what they're doing. They learn nothing. Hilarious.
Sure, people. That he is going to be the president of all the people who he insulted and offended and brushed aside. Yeah, when you say you want to take your country back, you got a lot of people who feel that we're not represented well either. But we don't want to feel that someone has been elected by throwing away some of us to appeal more deeply to others. So this is a deeply painful moment tonight. I know it's not just about race. There's more going on than that. But race is here, too. We got to talk about it.
Look, Van, it's going to be okay. All right? All right, buddy. Come on. Pull it together. All right? You're going to be fine. In fact, you may even be doing better. And that's what I've been saying about all the liberal reactions. That's my message of unity, honestly, is we're going to make your lives better. We're going to make you happier, whether you like it or not. And that's the great thing about MAGA. That's the great thing about a movement designed to literally improve lives for the citizens of a country, is even the people who are miserable, who are ultimately self-destructive, among so many other things, okay? Whether they're flailing and screaming about it, they're doing whatever, their lives in the end still get better, okay? We're going to make America great again for everyone, including the people who hate it, because some people really do hate themselves. It's true. It's fine. It's fine, Van. You're going to be okay. There's going to be many more years where you can stand on the soapbox and give another ridiculous speech. Okay. Heck, listen, all you people in the mainstream media, you guys should be happy. Look at your ratings. What were you even going to talk about if Kamala won? Okay. Because you could do this is so historic. This is so historic thing for so long. And then what? And then what are you going to talk about? Now, guys, you're back. Okay, we're back, but you're also back. Because now Van Jones has the chance to sit on his soapbox for another 4 years. His viewers will enjoy it. They'll be like, so true, Van Jones. We'll sit here and laugh at it. It's a win-win. Everyone won. Even the liberals in this country, when you really think about it, we all won last night. Okay, especially the ones in the media. Because you got ratings. We got the guy we want. Everybody's happy. And by the way, we're all getting the tax cut, okay? We're all of us are going to be happy. We're going to make America great again for you, whether you like it or not. We're literally going to help you, whether you like it or not. It's true. It's true. God bless. Okay, with that said, again, a lot more to talk about. But, so this is what you guys felt like in 2016, huh? This is what it was like. I don't know. It's great. It's a great time. Okay. Be sure to leave a like on this video. Subscribe if you're new. And until next time, God bless and peace.